What's going on, everyone? My name is Mr. Christopher, and I want to take this time to set the record straight. Last week was a mess. It just Monday Monday was probably the only good day, and then it just fell from there. Don't know what happened. Just it fell apart. Um, Not in terms of uploading, but in terms of like editing and recording. Um, so, as everyone probably knows, Friday came and went, and there was no video out whatsoever. And the reason why was because a mix. So, I had the wrestling announcement recorded, but at the last second, I decided against getting it out to you guys because there were some things that I wasn't, too um too happy with. So, I apologize, but this video that's going to be out for you guys is going to do a little mix of everything. So, first things first, I want to announce that this week the only other thing that's going to go up besides this video will be the first wrestling, the proper, the words don't work, the first proper wrestling video, not an announcement or setup or anything. That's what's going to be done at the like mid to end point of this video. As soon as I'm done getting this week's announcements out of the way, then we're going to roll right into the announcements that I'll have for you guys as to how the wrestling series is going to work, what it's going to entail, how long it's going to go, and so on and so forth. So, first off, no other video this week outside of that one. It's just to give me time to not only work on the wrestling video, but to also work on any and other videos that I want to have planned for next week. I'm not going to have, one series running and then just random videos here and there. I kind of want to have two series going at the same time, and I have decided to kick up a Phasmophobia series as much as I hate myself. The reason why I say that is because I love ghost hunting. I love watching those shows, regardless of if they're real or fake. That's stuff I look like. That's stuff I get into. To the point to where when I try to do it myself, I get freaking scared. I've done it in my own house about 3 times, and each time it's gotten me at some point. I've had some voice ask me why I want them to do something to me. I've had uh I've had another voice tell me to get out. I don't know if they were referring to the room or if they were referring to the whole house in general, but it just said get out, followed by a loud slam of something to which this day I don't know what it was. All I said was, "What do you want?" And it said get out, followed by a slam, and I booked it downstairs. I was gone. So, Phasmophobia, that's going to be a little bit of a fun time for me, but a big old fuck you to me too. So, this is going to be fun. So, Phasmophobia will start up its own little like mini series of sorts. Uh Probably gonna go for about 5 videos before I take a break from it on the channel. Not like, oh, 5 videos were done. Bye, see you later. Just gonna be 5 videos, and then we're gonna take a break from it, get something else going, come back to it. That's gonna be like a little in between because there's no story to it. There's nothing. You can make your own thing. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna have some fun doing with. So, moving on. If you guys hear any sounds coming from back, because every time I wear my headphones to test out the mic quality and make sure nothing, everything's going and no weird sounds. If you hear anything going off in this like background besides my voice, that's just Tony making something. So don't worry. Yeah, he's busy over there working. So keep up the good job, Tony. Um, so I guess we'll just go on to the wrestling side of things now. You know what to expect from the wrestling series. So, um, just like the universe mode, the universe career mode. Sorry, I forgot my own series for a moment. Universe career mode. We're going to be in the universe mode of WWE 2K20. I'm taking this big leap because there's a lot of characters on 2K20 that I can use that I can't use over on 19 and 18 and so on and so forth. So, well, I could use them on 18, but they weren't there in 19. And I think we all are in agreement with the wrestling community when we say 2K19 was far better than 2K20. So we're gonna kick off with 2K20 in the universe mode. Uh, the setup is WWE no longer exists. So we're rolling in with our own like show. Don't have a proper name for it. I want to go for one thing, but I want to double check and make sure that that's no longer in use before I finally say, yeah, this is what we're called. So, it'll probably be about, I don't know, a month or so before we start calling it something, and we start getting that TVS quality edits. But how this works is, so the first, I'm gonna run this for about 3 months. No, I want to run it for a full year in universe. So, I'm not sure how I want to work it. If I want to have 2 videos going out a week, or if I want to keep it 1 video a week. But I want to run it for 1 full year in universe. So, like, if we start off in January, I want it to run until the next January, which will probably be a full year for you guys. Before I start using created wrestlers. So the idea is we're going to use on disc wrestlers and DLC characters, which in 2K20 there's only one DLC character. I don't care what 2K wants to tell you. There is only one goddamn DLC character. But it was a good one. It was a good one. It was The Fiend. So, but as far as DLC goes, 2K20 was lacking. Who wants different skins? Just give us rostered superstars. I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure everyone has had their say with 2K20, and I'm not gonna say any more. All I'm looking forward to is later this year when 2K22 is supposed to come out. So, anyways, we're gonna run 2 tournaments to decide our singles champion and our tag team champion. There will be a sort of like United States Intercontinental TNT, the middle, the mid card title down the line, and there will be a women's title down the line. But right now, I just want to focus on these 2 divisions: the main card, the main event card, and tag, the tag team scene, to get a grasp of how I want to write some of these matches and storylines. So I'm going to step over here, and I'm probably going to be cut off for some people, but right here, as you're going to see, I can't see it because it's going to be done in editing, but right here we're going to have our heavyweight bracket. Got a little bit of indigestion right there. We're going to have our heavyweight bracket. I've worked tirelessly to kind of do this. So some created wrestlers will be used, but not going forward. So I've got plans for some of these names, but going forward, we're just using on disc and DLC superstars. So creative wrestlers will come in hopefully a year from now. So by the time next January rolls around, we can start using some creative wrestlers. If we can make it that far. I'm hoping we can make it that far. But over on the tag team side of things, okay, we're closed out of. Hopefully, we're closed out of the. Can't think. The heavyweight bracket. Here's our tag team bracket. Again, some creative wrestlers will probably be used for this. Regardless of the quality, I hope I can find some good quality creative wrestlers for this. But if I can't, then this bracket will probably be changed to on-disc factions and stables and such. I have a rough idea based on a list I have here. About 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 for the singles would be end up being, created, but compared to the tag team scene I have set up here for the tournament, it's probably going to change. So I'm not going to run the tag team tournament simultaneously with the heavyweight tournament. So we're going to go through the heavyweight tournament first before we go to the tag team tournament. I think I have 16 superstars competing in the bracket. I should have said something earlier. I should have something up here, but I'm going off based on my memory of how I had the tournament set up. So I believe we've got 16 superstars in the heavyweight bracket. You know what? Let's pop that back up real quick. 16 superstars. I'm going to pull it up here for my own good, so I don't tell you guys something and be completely wrong. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 superstars. And about 1, 2, 3, about 3, if I remember correctly with the placement of some superstars on disc, 3 superstars would probably end up getting downloaded. Taking back over here to the tag team side of things, probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So probably about 5 teams. That's roughly 2 to 3, maybe even 4 superstars. So this was probably going to be edited down to on-disc teams. If the on-disc superstars are no longer with WWE and they go by something different, i.e. The Revival. I believe they're on. I say on disc, but that's only because I'm coming from console gaming. Um, I say on disc because I'm coming from console gaming, but um, on roster. So if the Revival was on 2K20, which I think they were, but don't quote me on that. Then of course I'd go in and switch it up so that they're referred to as FTR. For those of you that don't know, the Revival were let go from the WWE after months of disputing their contract, and they wanted to go back to the indie scene, and they ended up going to AEW, changing the name from the Revival to FTR. But we're gonna just go ahead and wipe that away, or make it disappear. I don't know what I did, but editing me, you go. Tony, you still doing good there? You're bothering me, but I don't know if you're bothering them. So keep up the good work. I'll introduce you guys to Tony somewhere down the line this year. But anyways, so the way this is going to be set up is there's no face cam or anything like that. Just like the career mode from the earlier series. No face cam. It's going to be me as your commentator, as your announcer, and so on and so forth. So, it's going to be interesting to do like 2 jobs at once, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? As far as the music side of things go, if you listen real closely, you might be able to hear the music because I don't have any copyright free music to use. So when I did it with the Universe Career Mode, YouTube didn't say it was copyrighted, and I've looked back and they're still fine. So I might do it again. Who knows? Maybe YouTube's watching this and says, "Haha, we're on to you now." But oh well. You either hear or won't hear music, but you gotta listen real close if you're gonna hear any music. So, what else? Oh, to make up for the lack of face cam, I will be doing an Insider series to go alongside with it. The Insider series is going to be sort of like your wrestling news. So like, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh well, talk inside the locker room is that so and so is going to be getting pushed," because that's going to give away too much. That's what I want you guys and gals to do at home. I want you guys to think who's getting pushed. I want you all to think, "Oh, Finn Balor's been on a real hot streak. He's going to end up going for the title." I want you all to start thinking that your own. Start the discussions in the comments below. What the Insider series is going to do is it's going to say, "Oh, Finn Balor and think of a name that's on roster me. Finn Balor and The Fiend duked it out in a solid half an hour match that saw Finn Balor get busted open pretty bad, and the referee had to stop the match a couple times to check on Finn Balor. We're here to announce that Finn Balor has been diagnosed with a mild concussion and will be out for the next couple months." That's what the Insider's going to do. It's going to give you that storyline insight. So it's like, well, what happened to Finn Balor? Instead of relying on the universe mode trying to tell those types of stories, I'm going to tell those types of stories. Unfortunately, I'm not proficient with 2K20's scene creator mode, so I'm not going to be like, "Oh, well, we've got, backstage footage of this assault happening just before the show went live." Like, I'm not going to be able to do any of that for 2K20. maybe 2K22, just depends on what they do with it. I'm excited to see what's going to come out of it, but so, and just like the channel where we're going to have a Hall of Fame for videos, the wrestling series will have a month to go over awards. These awards, of course, can't be tracked in game, but they will be tracked on the channel through commentary and, video edits that say, oh, well, this superstar has had this many titles and this and that. So we'll keep track of all these types of things. But the awards at the end of the year aren't going to be, your typical, oh, well, here's a Slammy award that no one's going to care about in like 2 to 3 years. They're going to be titles that's like 3 years from now, we're going to say, 3 years ago, this superstar won Superstar of the Year, and ever since, he's just gone downhill. What happened? Well, I could say it was probably this and this, so it's going to be stuff we're going to keep an eye out for that maybe everyone will be excited for, but instead of running 2 shows to get the brackets completely finished out, these are probably going to run a month, if not 2 or 3 weeks. So give me a few. Let's pop up that sweet bracket. Where's the bracket? There's the bracket. So, looking at the heavyweight title, we've got 16 superstars fighting for this title. So we could do 4 matches one day, 1 week, 4 matches another week. That's how that works, right? 1, 2. Let's make sure we did the math right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we did the math. 4 and 4, 2 weeks out to get through the first round. And then we're going to move on to the semi-round. Or not the semi-round, I'm sorry. The next round, where we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could do 2 and 2. And then we're going to have 1 show. So it looks like we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I have the bracket up so I can do my math in my head for you guys, so I'm not like staring off into space and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So it looks like we're gonna have 1, 2. Or I'm sorry. So we're doing four matches. So that's 2 weeks. Then we do 1, 2. We do 2 matches and 2 matches, so that's another 4 weeks. 2 matches is 5, so looks like we're going about 6 weeks out for this heavyweight tournament. If you could keep up with that, looking at the bracket here, and while I did my math, then yay. And if you got there before I did, congratulations. But right now, the heavyweight tournament side of things looks like it's going to take up 6 weeks. So that's roughly a month to month and a half, if I've done my math right. I don't know how many weeks we are in a normal month. I mean, it's 2021. Who knows? Maybe the month's going to last for a whole year. Who knows? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly. So it looks to be like a whole month to 2 months. To a little over 2 months. So we're going to get the heavyweight tournament out of the way first. And then we'll do an insider alongside of this whole thing. So let's go ahead, wipe that out so I can come back to you guys. I don't need the bracket up anymore. So it looks to be like a month a little over a month into the next month that we're going to do this tournament, so bear with me. This is going to be something that's going to be a slow roll, but once we get the ball fully rolling, then we're going to be good to go. So, probably expect the Insider episodes to be airing, if not next Thursday, the following Thursday. No. We're gonna do it this way. The the Insider episode will air the Thursday after the first round is completely done. So not this Thursday and not next Thursday. So that's 3 Thursdays from now, if my math is correct, because we're doing 4 and 4. So that'd be the first round completely done in 2 weeks. So the third Thursday, we'll do an Insider looking back at the winners of the first round and what to expect going into the next round. What the odds are for so and so to win and so and so to win. So we're gonna keep the ball rolling that way. Then the next Insider will be out after that round is finished, which if I've done, that's 2 and 2. So again, 2 weeks out. So the third Thursday after that. And then we'll have one final Insider for the semifinals. Or the finals, rather, you'll get the idea once we get the ball rolling. We get the Insider episodes going out when they should be going out. The Insider videos will turn into a weekly series to go alongside with the wrestling series, so that way everyone's in the loop of storylines, because what goes on in this brain doesn't translate well to what you guys see. So that's why I'm able to edit videos and say, okay, this is where I was going with this, and this is where I was going with this. And I can even devise up a little teeny weeny tiny script for the Insiders, so that way I know, well, if it's not a full script, it's an outline of a script. That way I know to keep things on track, on point, and everyone knows basically what's going on. I don't know if this video is anywhere near comprehensible, but I sure hope it is. So again, I want to apologize for last week for having a lackluster release. Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out Monday and then it wasn't seen again. So I'm going to use this weekend to get not this weekend, I'm sorry. This week to get everything reorganized, so that way we can get Phasmophobia going along with Assassin's Creed coming back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then every Friday we're getting that sweet wrestling content. So it's been a rough go. I apologize, but one of these days we'll get it right and we'll keep the ball rolling from there. But I feel like I've rambled on long enough, so I'm going to stop here. So just a heads up, no new content coming out this week until Friday. So make sure to tune in Friday for that first wrestling video to go live. It will normally fall on 4 p.m., but I might release it Friday at 10 a.m. just so that I have something for everyone to watch throughout the day. You can maybe you can build your own brackets off what I've shown you, and you can try and say, like, okay, I know who's going to win this whole thing, and follow along as we go with it. So, Tony, keep up the good work. You're really distracting me. I keep peering over because Tony over there is just moving and making making this thing. I don't know if I'll show you what he's making, but it's beautiful. Keeps catching my eye. It's in the corner of my eye. It's like, I see this thing. It's cool. It's cool. So, anyways, Tony, big shout out to you. Everyone watching at home, make sure you tune in Friday. I'll probably put out Thursday night, the time that everyone should tune in for it on Friday. If you haven't yet, link in description below to the Twitter account, so that way everyone can, keep up with me. I haven't been posting a whole lot recently, but it's only because I've been trying to get my mind from going 10,000 miles to only going 100 miles. Because if I can do that, then that is a miracle all of its own. But I will post either on Twitter or make a short little video to talk about it. Like I did Wednesday for the update of no Assassin's Creed. For everyone that and I also want to address this, for everyone that commented on the Unpacked video from Wednesday, I'm in the process of going through the comments and reading them. I will answer every comment in the comment section of that video. If not by when this video goes out, which will be Monday at 10 a.m., then it'll be done later today. Meaning when this video goes live. So I know my mom commented. I know a couple other comments that popped up. So I'm going to read them all, and I'm going to respond back to everyone. So don't think like I'm ignoring the comments or anything. So I'm looking to do another Unpacked video, but I just don't have the merchandise for it. And I don't know what card game I want to unpack for that video, but seeing how well that did, I want to do some more. So be on the lookout, but not in the coming weeks. Probably in the coming months, but be on the lookout. So I'm gonna leave that there. Comment down below. Comment down below if you're looking forward to the wrestling series, or if you're looking to Phasmophobia, or if you're looking towards another Unpacked video. This has gone on probably just about as long as the Unpacked video. I can't believe it. And I didn't even want it to go this long. If you're new here, subscribe. Or let me rephrase that. If you're new here and you want to check out the wrestling series, make sure to subscribe. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So while you're at it, ring the bell notification to be notified of when I upload. I try to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, as last week is an indication, that doesn't happen all the time. It was bad last week. So I had videos recorded, and like I said, the wrestling video was recorded, but at the last second I decided not to upload it because as I was editing it, I was like, I'm saying things that I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to do. So I want to re-record it, and I did. So that's where we're at. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!